In 2005, when Penguin Group Publishing asked me to write the complete Idiot's Guide to the Last Days, they realized that my source of information was the Bible, but they also asked me to address some last days, time of the end, eschatological positions from other religions. And today I'm going to touch on the Mahdi, which is the savior for Islam, and some think the 12th Imam. Is it the Antichrist? This presentation is entitled, Is Mahdi, the 12th Imam, the Antichrist? In Islamic eschatology, Al-Mahdi, the guided one, is the prophesied redeemer of Islam who will rule on earth for 7 years. And then Christ will come. That's right, in the Quran, in Islam, after the Mahdi, the Islamic Messiah, comes Jesus. Some Shia in Islamic eschatology hold that Al-Mahdi will be the 12th Imam and the ultimate savior of mankind and will rule for 7 years. Now this is very close to the Bible, and the reason this is the case is because much of Islamic eschatology actually comes from the Jewish Christian Bible. Now clearly, Islam and Christianity do not read the Bible the same way, but this is where they get their eschatology. I normally don't like to speculate about the identity of the Antichrist because I think it's way too early. But I must say that I was impressed by the description I was finding in Daniel 7 and Daniel 8 about the Antichrist. It was addressing the appearance of the Antichrist. He looked more imposing than the others. The others are the other kings of the kingdom of the Antichrist, which is not formed yet, so it's very early, but he was more imposing. The word is stout, abundant, full, mighty, plenteous. In other words, this man is imposing. He has a full stature, mighty, stout. I'm also aware that in Daniel chapter 8 we find some physical characteristics of the Antichrist. He's referred to as a stern-faced king who will arise when rebels have become completely wicked. Rebels, completely wicked? You mean like terrorists? Well, this stern-faced king will be strong in countenance, bold, fierce. In other words, he has a very commanding countenance, presence about his appearance. Very interesting. So as I'm reading through Daniel 7 and 8 about the physical characteristics of the Antichrist, about this bold, stout, stern-faced, imposing figure that the Antichrist will be, I couldn't help but recall this Newsweek article, The Most Dangerous Man in Iraq. Muktada al-Sadr, born in Baghdad, Iraq, August 1973. He's 34 years old, of Lebanese ancestry. He's the leader of a 60,000-man Mahdi army, currently studying in Iran to be an Ayatollah, a religious leader. Now again, from one aspect of this is speculative about who the Antichrist might be, but as we look at the characteristic that God provides in the Bible, more imposing, stout, abundant, full, mightier than the others, the other rulers that he leads in the kingdom of the Antichrist eventually. The Mahdi, the 12th Imam, the Antichrist. Who will he be? Again, the Bible in Daniel chapter 8 indicates that the Antichrist will be stern-faced, strong, of bold countenance, fierce, a stern-faced king. He will become a leader of a nation. This guy, Muktada al-Sadr, is in Iran studying to be an Ayatollah, but he's from Iraq and he's the head of the Mahdi army. Muktada al-Sadr is the leader of the Mahdi army, a 60,000 strong army in Iraq. He's in Iran studying to be an Ayatollah. On June 2nd, just a couple days ago, Ahmadinejad said while he was in Europe, Israel will disappear from the world map soon. Now, I don't know what this crazy guy's got planned, but he and Muktada al-Sadr are in Iran at the same time. Now, please do not go saying that Richard Perry says Muktada al-Sadr is the Antichrist, because I rather doubt that he is. But I couldn't escape his description and the Bible's description in addressing some of his characteristics and the fact that he's the leader of the Mahdi army and he's studying to be an Ayatollah and he's only 34 years old. In other words, he's going to be around for a while unless something happens. But I think he's somebody that we ought to be watching as we're reading our Bible.